I don't think this is gonna work. Well, here I am. My first solo survival anyway. Well, already, first thing is the sun is at the horizon at this moment, so I do not have much time at all. So I need to go find location as soon as possible. Preferably, what I'm looking for is just some kind of rock where I can just set up sort of like a one-sided lean-to. So if I do get a fire going with who knows what, but if I get a fire going, then the rock will reflect the heat back at me, which I need. So just gotta be calm. Cannot stress. Calm, plan things out, and you're laughing. You'll make it through, no big deal. Alright, well, you can't be picky when you're running out of time. So, right here, perfect rock. Plenty of face on here. Just need to make the structure around it, but this looks like it'll be a pretty good spot. And you just have to go to work immediately. So, but first, I just want to go over what I have. I brought, since this is my first time, I kind of cheated a little bit. Well, I guess you never know what you'll have in a survival situation. So I brought my nice big fluffy sleeping bag, which is pretty much my entire backpack. This is just my sleeping bag, and then I have a small hatchet, small folding saw, and a knife, and some bear spray just in case. But other than that, that is my entire survival kit. So fire, I have no clue what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I've seen some cedars around, maybe use a fire bow, but right now I don't think I'm gonna get a fire going tonight. I need to make a shelter fast. So alright, just a brief overview of my shelter. It's really tough to see in the dark. I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of work, but there's my hole. I'll show you again in the morning, but it's hard to see. Yeah, that was stressful, like maybe an hour of light to work with, so now just snuggle up in bed. Alright, well, this is it. Pretty cozy actually once I'm in here, definitely because my sleeping bag helps a lot. Tomorrow will be good. I'll be able to really tighten it up, make sure there's no gaps, make it really rainproof. But like it went pretty quick. You gather a couple boughs and you just toss them up, and it really goes up fast. So what I did is I started with bed platform with logs, so I could get off the ground if it gets wet, so I don't get cold. Layered that with boughs, and then made a roof, just angled logs, and then just boughs. That goes really fast, filling it all in. And then I just sealed up my door with all my crap, like my bear spray just in case, backpack and my jacket's just in the door. But it's gonna be not that bad of a night. I thought I'd be a lot more freaked out doing a solo, but you just gotta take it one step at a time and do not freak out. That's it. Keep your cool. So, see you guys in the morning. Morning. That's nice. I wasn't that bad of a sleep. Is it nice to see daylight though? Made it through the first night. That's the hardest night. I'm so happy I did it. All the rest are gonna be that much easier. And then I have all day to work on the shelter and hopefully get a fire going. I just want to sleep in. Yeah, not a chance. Wow, that's good. Doesn't it hurt to make yourself feel comfortable in your survival situation? You want to make it, I guess, as familiar as possible. You want to make your little home, make somewhere where you feel safe. So what I'm doing, I just did a bunch of work on my shelter, but what I'm doing now is, for me to feel that bit more comfortable, I'm just gonna make myself a door, just so, you just want any boost you can get, you want any help. So I'm just using some little vines here just to tie up my door. Alright, so I was able to get myself some cattail, which is awesome. You can eat the bottoms of them. I had a couple. They're a bit dry, but I'm not really in that big of a need for food. I need to make sure to keep going and getting water, but here is a nice dead dry cattail, and you can see when you pop it open, it just fluffs up into just great tinder. These are my friends. Pretty weird. Anyway, so I got a couple of those, and then a bunch of cattail leaves I'm gonna just weave my door. Alright, there's my door. So, lashed a couple times to hold it all together with just cattail stalks, leaves, whatever, and then filled it with some fir and spruce boughs, and then just wrapped it over again with a couple more just to keep it all in place. But I'd say that just about does it. Not bad, eh? Alright, so I've got a little fire set up. Got fuel, more fuel over there, my little small kindling and tinder down there. What I'm going to try to do right now is I'm going to see if I can launch a spark from the back of my hatchet into some cattail. I really doubt that's going to work, so I got fire bow kit mostly set up. All I need to do is really just get it going, but I'm just going to try to use some sparks, see what happens here. So nope, getting like no sparks, so we're gonna go to the fire bow. Alright, so this is it. Gonna give it a shot. I burnt it in already, as you can see. So I made the divot. I just burned it in so it wouldn't move around anywhere. But I got smoke, so this should work. This is gonna be my first time making fire with the fire bow absolutely from scratch. So like not bringing in special pieces of wood and stuff. This is all just from here. This is Western white pine. I've never used Western white pine before, but when you're in survival, you can't always get what you want. So then I have my little tinder bundle over here, but everything else is set up, and it's all about comfort. Like, I spent a long time whittling this just so it's straight, because if it's like wiggling around, there's nothing more annoying than spindle that's like wiggling around. And then bearing block at the top is just, come on. Let me get this on. There we go. Bearing block at the top was just a piece of wood on the ground. Put some leaves in the little top just to help lubricate and reduce the friction. And then just underneath my hearthboard that I'm stepping on is just a little chunk of wood so I can catch the dust. And my bootlace on the bow. So that is all the components, so let's hope she works. Well, she's working, but just didn't quite get an ember yet. Look at that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh. You don't know how long that took for me to take. That was like 2 hours maybe. Oh, crap. Oh, that's awesome. Never done it before with that kit. Oh, that just worked awesome. Well, not awesome, but it finally worked. Oh, I was honestly doubting that I would get a fire tonight. Oh, I'm so happy. Like, look at, I went through like a ton of different, like, I had no clue. 2 different spindles. Oh, finally. I don't have fire yet, though. It's taking forever. Finally! Yes! Yeah! Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh! Holy crap! Man, oh man. Thought cattail would work better for that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. Holy cow. Oh, I pretty much accepted that I wasn't gonna have fire tonight. Holy cow. Oh, tonight is gonna be so much better. First fire ever done completely out of what I find in the wilderness and my shoelace. But that was it. Had so many troubles. The top, the bearing block would start smoking, or the bottom wasn't smoking and it was just polishing, and that was just so frustrating. I'm just so happy that got going. Man, oh man. This is a good day. This will be an awesome night. Now, since I got fire, I think what my next step will be is food. There's plenty of frogs. Heard a bunch of them. So if I can get my hands on a few, then that'd be awesome. Could just cook them up over here. And that'd be really successful survival weekend. And those are gunshots in the back if you didn't know. Damn. Hot. Gotta keep hydrating no matter what. Remember my first survival camp I did with a couple buddies of mine, and I drank maybe like 2 cups of water for the first 2 days. That was it. By the 3rd day, I honestly felt like I was gonna just die. I felt so sick. I felt just so exhausted. I stood up and I'd get all dizzy and nauseous. So I went down to the river and just drank and drank and drank and drank. But you need to keep drinking, even if you don't feel like it. Better be like good, flushed out body and have like proper hydration rather than not have proper hydration and have to deal with hunger. So yeah, hydrate. Alright, well, no frogs. But luckily the fire hasn't gone out. Now we just wait for night, I guess. Keep collecting firewood. Alright, well, definitely so much nicer with the fire. just comfort on so many levels. Like, you feel safe, so much safer with a fire. You can do so much more. You light up your surroundings, you can see what's going on, you can heat yourself, you can signal. It's just, fire I think is the ultimate survival tool, apart from your knowledge and your brain. But yeah, this will be a much better night. Got my nice little door, all cozy. There were no frogs. I don't know why, maybe last night because it was a full moon or something, but no frogs. But like 2 days, it's not really gonna matter. Like I was saying, I had my friends here. My other camping buddies were just over visiting. That's why I have some of the benches up. Made some benches, but like I was saying, if this was a real survival situation, like I said, my first night wasn't time for fire. I had to just get shelter down. The second night I had all day, and I worked on fortifying my shelter and fire. So that was the priorities of the day. And then anytime I'd have left over now would probably be making traps of some sort. So setting up, and then food, because I got water, fire, shelter, then food. Rescue obviously would be what I'd be wanting, because that's what you want in a survival situation, is to get out. But if you don't know when you're getting out, when possible rescue is, don't know when you could light a signal fire, and need food to keep going. Like, I can really feel chopping all day, all those logs, just even getting up, picking up a couple of sticks for firewood. It really drains you. You can really feel it. But happy I get to go home tomorrow. The goal was to do one night solo survival, but I thought I'd push it. I'd try for 2 for my first time, and I did it. I'm pretty proud, because I wasn't expecting me to stay out last night. I was pretty spooked, and I told myself, no, I'm gonna go in tomorrow. But it's just the night. It's just spooky. Without a fire, you just get spooked. You can't let yourself get spooked. So just gonna wait a bit, let this die down a bit, and hunker into my shelter. Alright. Well, this is it. Last night. I'm done my solo survival. Definitely, humans long for other humans. It's definitely something that's just you're born with. I personally, one of my biggest fears is being alone. So I think this is really good to overcome. But still, I just love being with people. So, good night, you guys. Morning. Well, that was a better sleep. For sure. There's like a chipmunk or something chewing somewhere. Could hear it. Quite annoying all night long, but fire just kept smoldering along. Some punky wood in there, and it just doesn't go out. But door was nice, shelter was great. Got a bit chilly in the morning, but it's a really good experience. The one thing I learned from this is probably you have to appreciate other people, because when you're alone, it's just so different. It's still an experience. Definitely an experience I'll never forget, so time to go home.